Evokes, Alcris here. So we are picking up where we left off on turn 99. So we finished the turn previously, so we're just gonna hit end here. So I loaded this in from the test patch, but now this patch is live. There weren't any significant changes from test to live. So the big things to keep in mind are serfdom is now where you have 5 orders instead of slavery. Freedom is a little bit better in that it's 1 science per urban specialist. Actually, I think it's unchanged, sorry. Centralization is a little better in that you have 2 science per year per culture. Vassalage also took the no extra unit consumption when outside borders, and extra unit consumption, by the way, is plus 50%. So vassalage is actually really, really good. For example, this unit right here, the 3-man chariot, if you look it up, you see it takes 6 food in consumption, but with vassalage, it's only 3. And it doesn't consume anything extra outside borders. Normally, if it were outside borders, it would take 9 food. With vassalage, it just takes 3, which is pretty amazing, considering how much more expensive units are with food now. The laws, I think, are the biggest change of this patch. Colonies being nerfed a little bit. Only other thing to mention from my video about the law changes is you can actually trade tiles between cities, but you do need colonies, and then you actually have to buy the tile here. It's a weird interface that I haven't really played around with, and since serfdom is basically so much better than colonies right now, yeah. All right, so let's dive right into the game and keep going here. So the situation, we got a war declared on us by Assyria. They are still stronger and much smarter than we are, and Rome is in a national alliance with Egypt, but they share our religion. So the Romans and the Egyptians like us because they are both, we are all following Zoroastrianism, including ourselves. So we follow Zoroastrianism, Romans follow Zoroastrianism, and the Egyptians follow Zoroastrianism. Meanwhile, the 2 Christian nations, Syria and Persia, were at war with each other for a while. They are truce now. But I've managed to, through wily diplomacy, pull in Rome and Egypt to help, largely because I was getting flooded with troops. We are playing with competitive mode on, so characters give about half the science that they do normally, so it's a little more balanced. I also started with no starting techs, and importantly for this game, Force March is off, which I think actually significantly weakens the AI, because the AI tends to build up a lot of training, so I think I've accidentally made it a bit easier for myself. Because the AI just doesn't have a giant pool of training with which to surround your units from far away. So something to take away for my next single-player game. Normally, I am a multiplayer player, so it is a bit of adjustment to come back to single-player and play the game, but I'm definitely enjoying it. Oh, and the other big thing that changed this patch is nations can now declare war when they are merely cautious with you. They don't need to be angry. So if they're anywhere between 0 to 99, they can declare. They won't declare it pleased. You might still get events that give you war, but there should always be a way out of those events. So cool. So let's hit the end turn button. So Assyria is attacking Egypt here. Looks like they're getting some stuff out of the fog. It's a lot of Assyrian troops. Right. Rome has started the Acropolis. That sucks. That's a wonder we wanted. We have stolen 310 science, which is 3 turns of science from Assyria. This is the power of steel research. And Ganesh specialists with judges till Citadel. Okay. So tech-wise, I am tempted to go for machinery. We are really looking for battle line or stirrups, but machinery is pretty good as well. So we'll go for that. I don't know that we can capture a foreign capital or do any of this. I'm also playing with ambition victory off. So I'm using these mostly as a source of legitimacy. None of these seems easily doable, so we won't do it. Okay, and we are letting our allies fight the wars for us a little bit. So here in Kanesh, I think I wanted to do elder officers. We just do not have food at all. It's really brutal. So yeah, that's quite painful. Definitely need to get more food up and running. But yeah, my little note from myself was Kanesh specialist with Judge till Citadel. Unfortunately, I can't afford any specialists. I would love to get that elder officer up and running though. Is there any food I can grab anywhere on the map? Let's see where my scouts are. My scouts are all the way over here. I think I'm heading one towards Rome to get an agent up in Rome. Okay, let's deal with workers first, I guess, maybe. I would love to settle this city. Might be able to even do it this turn. No, I can't settle because there's a unit there, so we're not going to do that move. You can't settle as long as the city site is controlled. You can upgrade this to an axeman or a spearman. I think our plan last time actually was, if I recall, was we wanted to go towards cohorts to get battle lines. Yeah, so that is our best choice right now. So we're just going to cycle with machinery. I don't think the Freed War Elephant is worth it right now. Okay, so we will. All right, we can build a theater here. I definitely did not map these out correctly in terms of how to lay out your city. We can build a theater here. Get some discontent reduction on this city. It's plus 15. It's pretty rough. Christianity is angry at us, well, because we're at war with them. Alternatively, we can just build a range. We are very resource tight. This one will have that citadel complete in 3 years. And that will enable us to build its unique unit there. Given that, maybe we just build a miner, hard build a miner. Find one that gives us a good amount of iron. It gives us one training that's better than anything else we could do, I think. The other alternative is to get a gardener. I don't think anyone wants wine, so not a big deal. Our families are also not very happy with this, which is problematic. We could build axemen as well, which we will upgrade to swordsman potentially. That will also take 3 years, and we have lots of iron. So let's do that. Units are always good. Okay, so we figured out what we were doing there. Here, we can potentially... I'm going to hold that worker. I'd like to clear this out to basically... Right, seasonal festival, developing culture event. Would I like 110 science or 426? Well, I'm already at the civics cap, so I'm going to take the science. Just another choice, and there we have battle line, which is what we were looking for. And you got that from a developing culture event, since we have the epics law here. That increased the culture there. My goal right now is to push back Assyria enough to take this city site from them. It's going to be rough having... Can I actually do this in one turn? Maybe. And I'm playing with force march off, which makes things a little tricky. I think this is actually doable in one turn. Well, I just need to attack more intelligently. We should still get that same cultural event. So we want to now actually strike at, definitely want to kill the camel archer. But I think we want to, that kills our camel archer. I think there we want to move here. This guy gets a flanking bonus here. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that lets us settle here. What did I say this was going to be? I have 3 patron cities and 2 traders. This is crabs. And what else here? Just crabs. So I guess we will make it patrons. Nice. And we'll start a worker there. Figure out what city has the best growth. I would like to settle this city site as my last city site. That also hopefully did not pissed off the riders, which is unfortunate. Don't think I can lose anything, and we'll see whether he has units coming in. Oh, we get that same seasonal festival, and we'll still take the science, and we'll still take the battle line for Maceman. All right, we're going directly to swordsman, ideally. Now I can actually relocate this and anchor here, which will let me connect and shorten my reinforcement route. Before I do that, though, I should move this guy over here as well. Using the water movement, and then I think I was going to do that here for that anchor. Yep. All right. Do I don't think I actually need to do that. Yeah. And this guy can sort of make his way. I think this guy was going to move over here and build a garrison. And realistically, given how short on food I am, maybe I should build nets and build the garrison in this city. That's a hill, which is a little awkward. Maybe we build the garrison over here, actually. Rider City. We did not use all our workers, but we got some nice combat in. Totally forgot to steal research. We very much want to do that. We'll keep stealing from our friends, the Assyrians, except for our spy master is severely ill. Is there anyone else we can use as spy master? Yes. Duchess Gasa. Even better, Duchess Haras Sipli for 11 science. And she's 20, so she'll be a spy master for a long time. So she can start stealing research from Assyria. And she is also our cousin, which means we should buy some more orders and influence her so that we get the bonus from her going to friendly for us. Our kid is 4, so nothing to tutor yet. We are still very, very short on orders, but we've settled this city, and we should figure out what city actually is going to have, we don't have the food for it now, but 10 years, 11 years, 8 years in this new city, 8 years in this city, so maybe we don't start a warrior here. 9 years in this city, 9 years, 9 years, 13. So I think probably we'll want it in this frontline city here because it's proximate to this site. We just can't afford the food right now. We can maybe sell a little bit of steel and bump it up QIs. We are sitting on a ton of civics as well, so we can rush it up, and then we'll have this basically go south and clear that out. Waiting on Assyria here. Egypt counterattacking Assyria on our behalf. And looks like Rome is engaged as well, which is great. Our spy master died. Our cousin, who's a spy master, became a delver, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's fine, but it's not the trait we would have wanted for her. Governor here, we might as well just give him courage. Nothing else is particularly significant. And yeah, we can clear that out. Pull this here. Back pretty heavily. We can move our settler along there as well. Okay. All right. So now we have some turns for our workers. We can potentially build ranges or we have this garrison box here. Range here is a good choice. Here we got this grove with honey. I don't think we need honey for, oh, we do need honey for our friends. We're just running so many civics, we can rush that out for 300 civics. Although it's only 2 turns, so we might as well hard build it. We can get another, it's our capital, we can build another Rex here. Or sorry, another range there. Yeah, we built the citadel next to the garrison, that's not ideal. Here, we build an amphitheater, as well as a ministry. Let's do the amphitheater first. Again, we didn't do the best job with adjacencies. Things to learn about for next game, or to think about next game. We have our pearls already here, so we can potentially, I think we want to build a garrison somewhere. Try to figure out where might be the most advantageous. We can build a garrison here. Build a racks here. Racks here. Stronghold here. Range here. Range here. And eventually citadel there. We can also figure out a triangle for our courthouse. But that's plenty of time. And here we could get that lavender. Not really important for us. At the ministry, we could also build, not required, palace requires legendary, so long way away. We can just build this lavender, I guess, grove. Okay. So we can move this guy over here. We do not have the training to upgrade it right now. We have upgraded here. I feel like the north is mostly under control. I wouldn't mind bringing this unit down south. And we'll leave these two 3-man chariots up here. We'll keep building our warriors, who will get upgraded once we have some training. We might as well start pulling these towards the front. Alternatively, if we feel like it, we can move this towards Rome and create an agent network for 500 gold. Be selling a little bit. Here we will need 2 orders. No particularly good agents we can place, so maybe we don't do that right now. We'll just leave that scout where it is, and maybe start pulling stuff towards the front. Perhaps like this guy can march over here or something. pretty tight on movement. Rome is counterattacking. Also want to get those 4 amphitheaters done for ambition. Mausoleum is completed by Syria. We lost one of our generals. It's fine. Our ambassador can gain some wisdom, which gets us culture everywhere, or some religion opinion. Let's just take the culture. We can rally troops to get some training because we're going to need it to upgrade. Although, at the same time, we're already influenced the head of that religion, and we haven't influenced the head of. Really need to influence this one. Maybe we actually give the ambassador discipline because it moves some of these religions up, and we can actually influence this guy to make him happy. And we should still pacify probably the most sciencey city, which is this one. Each point of discontent is -2 family opinion, so it doesn't really matter whether you take a city from 8 to 6 or 6 to 4. Each point is still -2. We are damaged. Is this a river crossing? No. They can go here, go here, here, here. 1, 2. Didn't even need 4. Let's figure out where we want to put this city. Probably inland. We definitely want that game. I like more coast. This feels like another, maybe a trader city. It's not particularly useful as a trader city, but the traders will like having the most cities. So we'll solve their family problem. And I influenced the trader dudes. Now I influenced the writer guy. Okay. We can start a worker. Not really a great trader site, but you know what? This should have been a trader site because of the gems. I don't want to go back 2 turns. That's a silly mistake on my part. I didn't notice the gems at all. Oh well. All right. So we are pushing back Assyria here, which is great. We want to somehow merge these cities together, build something here, build something there. So we have water movement along this coast. I wonder then actually whether it might not be better to settle the city somewhere else so that we have that water movement. We settle here. Does that give us water movement? Yeah, that merges. What about if we settle here? Does that still merge? No. I'm actually going to forego grabbing that game. Mostly because I would much rather have the water connection to the city. It's also more defensible here than it would be down here. And we can easily like build a hamlet here or something. Grab that and then build a hamlet here. Or something to grab that. Any urban city will do. Slightly inefficient here with this guy being moved and not really attacking, but that's fine. I'm not going to stress out over every single order. We are building an amphitheater there. It's great. We want to build a range here. Here we will want to get that amphitheater as well. We have the goal to buy it. We just finished here, so this is garrison, so we can build range. And we can potentially grab that citrus. It's extra food for us. It's really expensive stone. It's completely up stone. We are also out of wood. Get the range, although I probably don't want to put the range there. I think I would rather put it here so that I can use this for another hamlet to get my amphitheater hamlet adjacencies at least. Okay, well, we have all our workers busy. Finished a happy chariot. We do not have the wood to build another one. We'll just build an apprentice officer for now. Here we did a worker. It's great. We can slow build an axeman. Why not? 5 turns left. We have a bunch of governors we can assign. Let's look at all our cities training-wise. Who lacks a governor? Hatti needs a governor of some variety. Any governors that give anything beneficial to Hatti? Not particularly. She's decently young, though. 5.4. Eloquent. Anyone who has great civics production? This one. Maybe we make her governor there. And then Hatti, potentially we can improve the cultivator. That's farms and groves. Let's see which cities produce the most food. This one, no one really great. Do a judge, which is always good. And here, I guess we can do another judge, which is also good. We don't have the orders for it. We can do the diplomat, I think. We only have 1 order left, so now our order inefficiency is catching up with us. And as always, questions are welcome. I think I was going to move this guy along. Long journey. Can keep moving up here. All right, ending this turn. Syria fighting the Romans, which is great. They are weakening each other and not us, which is what we love to see. Egypt has a highly promoted maceman there, I see. Man, the range on that. Rome has over 100 orders. Holy crap. And they have longbows now. Wow. Rome is probably going to win this game. And there's not much I'm going to be able to do to stop them. Well, at least they are fighting Assyria on my behalf. New Queen of Persia, a schemer. We stole research for another 320 science. Like, isn't that so much science? All right. Training boost, free court scholar, Lantine sale. I'm actually going to take the training boost here because I want to refresh to try to get towards cohorts, which is what I'm going for. And it's just a year. So let's do that. Our chancellor's died. That's unfortunate. Gonna pick this girl to be chancellor, maybe? Hold on. Do we have any rider candidates who can be chancellor? Because they are unhappy that they have no counselors. So who is my youngest rider? This general. Seems decent. 35. The only option is his judge. I'd much rather have a judge than a general. That almost solves my rider happiness problem entirely. Go ahead and pacify my best science city, which is Upsina. All right. New queen, that's fine. All right, so we are building, we have a theater. We probably should build an amphitheater here somewhere. All right, so what do we need resource-wise? We really need stone and wood very badly. And food. We really need everything. We can build this olive grove, give us a little bit of food. We have a disciple, which is awesome. Can build a monastery, except we don't have the wood. I was going to set this guy as diplomat, which will give me 40 opinion with that family. Don't really have the money to use the judges, so that's good. This worker can work on nice river lumber mill. We'll think about that. Start a caravan to our friends in Rome, I think. Egypt and Rome. Both of them are pretty happy. Rome is a little bit more gold. And I think it's much more important to keep Rome on our good side if we go to war with Egypt. If Egypt declares war on us, I don't think that triggers the National Alliance. The National Alliance only works defensively. Yeah, that's correct. So, okay. And we have this missionary. Let's build another missionary, maybe. Or alternatively, this city is actually getting to be some pretty decent production. Let's build an axeman that we will then upgrade to a swordsman. The reason we're building axe is because we want to upgrade anyway, and it costs the same amount. Hey, I am not out. So a question from Demarato. Are you allied to Egypt to see all their lands without fog? No, I'm not. I have these agents in their cities. So the way you get an agent into a city is you move a scout up to a border. Like here, I could put an agent in Rome. And then I just apply. Oh, that's actually really, I have a new potential agent. So for example, if I move this scout all the way over here, this now borders Rome, and I can create an agent in Rome and then take this new scout, Harapsi. She's 20 and she's a schemer. She's eligible to be a scout, and I can place her as an agent. And now I see inside that city and get the benefits of the agent, which is 20 science, which is a lot of science, and also get vision and see what they're building. And does culture output expand city boulders? No. So this is a little different than Civ. Culture does not expand city borders at all. Instead, it's entirely deterministic. So the way to expand city borders are, so you can build shrines. Shrines can go anywhere and they pump out city borders. And you can likewise build hamlets and they also pump out city borders. You can also buy tiles manually with the colonies law, as well as if you build an urban building, that urban building will push out borders as well. So we'll do some border pushing here to get to these goats and some game once I get a worker up and running here. And I'll show you how that works in a little bit. But yeah, keep the questions coming. All right. So, and yeah, thanks for asking about agents, because let me know that essentially I could place an agent here for 20 science, which is a huge amount of science. Also, I just finished that honey, so I can send the honey to the riders, which will make them happier than they are right now, which is good. Really, I need fur and salt, but I don't have any fur and salt, so tough for me. So we've got an axeman here. We're going to keep pumping axemen, I think. I can't afford my 3-man chariot because I have no food and no wood. So we'll keep building axemen. And we're going to start rallying troops here so that we can mass upgrade our axemen to swordsmen. Similarly here, we're going to keep building axemen. And similarly here, well, no, this one is our pure caravan construction city. I'm just going to keep building caravans slowly and slowly. Sadly, yeah, caravans do cost 80 growth. It's not the greatest growth city. I guess the moral of the story is look for a better growth site for your trader city, but I have not played that many traders. All right, so now we have about 16 orders left for, well, we want to steal research again from our friends in Assyria. Assyria is actually 320 research, so pretty good. Rome is pushing back Assyria nicely. Thank you, Rome. And I guess we can maybe adventure down here south. We'll grab Combat 2. Always love that promotion. I don't think I want to invade Assyria right now, so I think I'm just going to chill. Keep bringing units towards the front. I'm probably going to pour in through these mountains, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to attack Assyria sort of here, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll keep moving units down. Just want to move these units. This one can stay, I think. Am I actually running colonies? No. Why can't I buy tiles? Oh, so this is the new thing that is in the patch. I guess it doesn't require colonies. You can just move a unit onto a tile and then swap it between cities. Unfortunately, it pisses off families. So the family that loses the tile is minus 40 opinion, and the family that gains. So if I did this, you'll see here, the Rider family opinion will actually go up. And then now the tile belongs to this. And you can only do it on unimproved tiles. So it's not that useful, but like if I wanted to, I could move this over here and, for example, give this unimproved gems to this family instead. It's also interesting in that it is a way to buff a family's opinion by 20, which might be handy in some edge situations, and does mean I could potentially actually get these gems as long as I don't improve them. If I expand borders here, I could potentially like maybe build a hamlet here, although I also want to expand down there. And I could actually grab the gems for the trader city, which is probably absolutely not worth the effort to do, but kind of hilarious that is possible. All right, let's keep pulling warriors to the front. This guy can come on down as well. Yeah, so this guy. Coming, free promotion into that city, which is nice. We're building amphitheater here. That's 2 and 3, I think. I need one more here in my strong city. So when that worker finishes, this disciple, I can't afford building that right now. I could start moving it next to grove class improvements. These are groves, for example. Maybe get my disciple here and build a monastery here, which is a decent spot. Questions, of course, welcome. If there's anything you'd like, my best answer. Syria fighting back against Rome, but I think Rome has superior forces. And Rome is so close to winning the game. Elephant animations are the slowest in the game compared to everything else. absolutely terrifying Rome. One of our families converted to Zoroastrianism, which is great because it makes them happier. So that's nice. The writer's converted. Reminds me, I probably should be converting all my other families so I can just have one religion. And I finished that training boost, which gives me a lot. We're still looking for cohorts. So we could get a free onager, which is we're pretty much guaranteed to get cohorts from the draw pile next turn. So since our plan is to get cohorts, let's do that and just spin with the free onager. And here we don't have the food at all. Yeah, so we're very not great. We can build another axeman here. And I think here the idea was we can build this garrison. So here's an example of border expansion to Moracho. So I'm building this garrison here, and you'll see that the game lights up these tiles in light blue to show me what tiles are going to be grabbed. And the way the border expansion rules work is it'll grab the next tiles nearby. So this garrison would grab these two. And I can build this garrison here because it's coastal next to an urban tile on the coast. So normally I wouldn't be able to build a garrison here, but because the coast, like you can't build a garrison where there's only one urban tile adjacent unless you're adjacent to a city center. There's a great article on the wiki about tile expansion rules. That's really well worth a read. Let me see if I can find the link quickly. Yes, it is the border expansion thing. And let's see if I can actually paste it in Twitch chat. Yes, I can. Okay, awesome. So that one details all the rules of how to expand borders and how you actually expand borders. So the TLDR here is you build urban tiles. You can also train specialists. So like, for example, if I improved this elephant and made it a camp and I trained a specialist, it would grab this tile as well. Then the border tile chains. So if I'm now building this garrison, it's going to go here, and then it's going to see that these crabs are one tile away. So it will grab these crabs as well. Borders will also sometimes merge if cities are close enough. So like if I expand this city or maybe this city, these borders will merge, which will get me coastal movement. And yeah, the wiki goes into all the details. And is your next question, is it better to use hamlets to expand or acquire tiles? Or multiply Odeon and company bonuses? It really depends. In an ideal world where you don't care about your borders expanding, obviously using your hamlets for Odeons is nice. You can also do crafty things where you kind of do both, right? Since you can place hamlets anywhere, you can place two hamlets here. You can place a hamlet here, and then that expands to another here, and then you could put an Odeon here and like figure all that out. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry that much about agency or adjacency bonuses. I feel like using hamlets for border expansion is probably better, or shrines. And it really depends on what you're at game-wise. Like right now, I need food very desperately. Very, very desperately. So badly. I'm okay on the disconnect front. I have Pacify City. I have plenty of gold, but I really badly need food. And food is pretty expensive this game. Not as expensive as stone. Holy crap, stone is 14 gold each. So I'm probably going to put hamlets here and here and expand to grab these two food tiles. All right, let's take a look at our worker. Yes, we are going to build an amphitheater. That's going to be the palace. So I guess we're going to build the amphitheater here. I mean, I could build on that food tile, but that food tile is precious to me. So we're going to build an amphitheater, and we're going to cry at paying the gold stone cost, but that's okay. That will finish our ambition, which is great. We have another disciple that is on its way to this grove tile, which is going to be great. It's going to give us a bunch of adjacent food as well and culture, which is something we definitely need. And then we have this worker. I just finished this here, and you'll see, since this is an urban building, that also will expand the tiles there for the range. And here, again, I don't really have the resources to do anything else. So I'm just going to build an axeman because I'm going to want to upgrade those axemen. All right, so I influenced this duder. I want to convert my families to Zoroastrianism. I want to influence the Zoroastrian leader. I think I'm okay on family-wise. I have a lot of training right now, so let's see. So how do we do this? We could, do I even, yeah, so Zoroastrianism. Convert to state religion. Yeah. So you click through the family. I can click on her and convert her to the state religion. It will take 2 years. She's my wife, so that's probably a good idea to do that anyway. I think it may actually improve her opinion as well. So let's convert her. Though realistically, maybe it's better to, well, he's really old. And these guys just converted. So maybe we look at our counselors. Our spy master is already Zoroastrianism. Our chancellor is not, so we can convert our chancellor. He's also pretty young, so that's probably good. All right, so let's do that. All right, we've got a bunch of orders here that we can use. Rome is just destroying Assyria. Holy crap. We're going to keep pulling warriors towards the front. With Assyria. I wonder whether Rome is just going to end this game on us. Probably. Before we even really get to do anything cool, fortunately. All right. We can assign a governor. No governors left to. No governors free to assign. Poke in here. All right, let's cycle through all our troops. This guy can move towards there. I'm going to upgrade him. This guy can similarly move towards here, for example. This guy can go to these hills, slightly more efficient move. Okay. That's our fourth move. Move this worker down, I guess. Or move this warrior down. Promote it as well. All right, that ends our turn. We are converting folks to state religion, which is great. Let's end turn. Correct. Your question is the anchored boat needs to touch borders and not land to be a bridge. Yeah, so you can move coastally. I'll stop watching the animations for a little bit. Skip the animations, actually. You can left click to skip animations. All right, we are now the Magnificent. Assyria started nothing wonder. I've just finished the Ishtar Gate, which bumps up my score quite a bit. We're going to have a bazillion things. There's cohorts, the thing we were looking for, so let's take that. And let me explain coastal movement. So coastal movement is the most efficient movement in the game, by far. And I think you can move 9 tiles along the coast or using boats with one order, which is just insane. So this little warrior can move all the way down here, and you'll see it takes 2 orders to move here. And then to cross the sea, that enormously huge distance, it costs just 1 order. And you can go pretty much anywhere. That's a really, really long distance. 9 tiles for one order. And the anchored boat just needs to touch those borders. You don't have to touch land. So I don't need to move the boat here to anchor like this because it is just touching borders. So my units can move through those coastal waters. Coastal movement is really one of the most amazing parts of the game. And whenever you see coast like this, you want to abuse coastal movement as much as possible. So here, for example, I really this city is kind of not in a great situation because there's no way to get units out of this city quickly. So maybe you want to put another bireme here and then be able to use coastal movement to get here somehow, or at least to connect. Coastal movement, just really, really good. And yeah, the anchored boat just needs to touch the borders because your units can move along coastal movement. Great question. Thank you for asking. All right, let's take a look at these events. We can bet on a rider, Thunderhead, Phoenix, or Frogface. Always a fan of Frogface. It's a great name. Hurrah! Frogface won, and we hit 1790 gold. And the reason we're getting all this event spam right now is we just finished the Ishtar Gate Wonder. And the Ishtar Gate Wonder, which lives right here, pretty awesome looking, gives you 100 culture in every city, which is enough to move a weak city, a newly founded city, which I'm glad I founded these, to developing. And that's part of the reason I wanted to found those cities so aggressively, so that they could take advantage of getting the free culture from Ishtar Gate. And you get events when you go up. So we can get a citizen or 10 scouts. 10 orders. I'll take the orders. Orders are always great. We've got our wonder. So, Matriarch, who's the head of Zoroastrianism, the religion that we want everyone to be, could become estranged, which is really, really bad. Or we could end feud with Sata, this person. We'll lose legitimacy, but I don't want to go estranged with the head of the religion I care about. So I'm gonna just pick that because no other good choices. And here, let's see, this city is going to be building probably infantry. So we'll take the infantry unit buff. Rome is just flooding in there. Yeah. All right, we got a bunch of orders right now because that buff. We can build a range here. It's great. And another worker here that finally finished. I think I really, really should try to get some stone and some food. This is 10 food. Yes, please. We badly need food right now. Here, that's 11 food right here. Or a stronghold. We can't build the stronghold right now. Let's get the 11 food. We badly, badly, badly need food. And I think we want another range here. Man, that's a weird spot I put that OD on. Not sure what I was thinking. Yeah, stronghold. I'll just put the range here somewhere. I guess I'll chop first. Chop. Chop. Maybe I'll put it here. Chop. And get the range up and running. Okay. Now I have a bazillion orders. So we finished a warrior. We could also build an apprentice officer in a range. Let's do that. Get some additional training. Here we can get wine up and running, which potentially good. Let's actually build another apprentice officer. We do have a judge, and we do have a ton of gold. So, any other judge places that we should be using? This caravan guy. Nothing particularly useful. I guess maybe this farmer on the wheat. And we can rush it out. Increase, will give us 2 extra growth production. The city only has 4. So yeah, not great to have a cruel governor here. Maybe we replace this governor who's cruel. with a foolish governor, which gives us money. And no longer cruel. That'll at least make the caravans a little bit faster, although discontent is an enormous problem in that city, so maybe we pile on discontent reduction of that city. Okay, so we have started our long trek to cohorts. We're going to get cohorts, and we're going to push in, I think, against Assyria. I think we're still losing this game just because Rome is too strong, and there's no way we can go to war with Rome right now. So I'm just pulling all these cheap warriors that I want to upgrade eventually. Let's pull our warriors down here, basically. Here, we'll use this menu here to get all our warriors up and running very quickly. This warrior, we will upgrade it with combat, my favorite promotion line, just because it's usable everywhere and does not require you to think too much about where the unit is and what it's doing. It's good all around. This warrior can move one more. All right, now we move this warrior down here, just really trying to pull everything down to the front. You can nicely upgrade everything. You only need them to be proximate to upgrade if it is the unique unit, but otherwise you can upgrade everything anywhere. The unique unit requires you to have a citadel where you want to upgrade it. So right now I can't afford upgrading anything. These spearmen can just chill, I think. Definitely want to keep a couple spearmen around. They're handy. Can I actually afford upgrading this? Nope. I need food and wood very badly. Maybe I'll put this guy to stay there and get some XP passively. All right, Rome is doing great work. Got a free scout here. We can use it. Plus some fog. Hide out here, see what's going on, maybe get better vision. That heavy chariot can just keep working. We can promote this with, maybe we'll move it into the city and give it warden. Our kid is going to be tutorable in a turn, so note to self, tutor kid. Maybe we'll build a Byrene here next somewhere. This turn, build Byrene maybe. Trireme now, I guess. Much wood. So much wood, so expensive. We also have a onager that we can slowly pull down. So let's do that. Actually, let's move the onagers. Let's start moving the onager down. It's our free one. All right. So another question from Demarato: is forward settling the AI recommended? I try to do it, but it stretched my army and orders badly. Everything depends. But think about whether you can the AI, especially if you want to attack the AI. You want to lose the city because you can't defend it. So as you can see on this map, in the mini map, I'm kind of in the middle here of everything, which is awkward to not forward settle. But I'm definitely forward settling now towards Assyria because I want to attack Assyria. So I think, yes, you definitely want to forward settle, but not if you can't defend the cities. Only when you can defend the cities. All right, stalled research, converted, another family converted. It's amazing, awesome. So we are just tons of happy families now. All right, now we want to convert this guy. He's pretty old. Let's convert him to the state religion, and we'll influence the state religion, and that will make everyone happy. We also stole research from Assyria. Let's keep stealing research. And here, I think since everyone's pretty happy, I actually want to lower the discontent on my caravan producing city. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That will also help with traders, which is currently my lowest opinion. And before I forget, we should totally tutor our kid. All right, so do we want to take another wife? Or wait, this is the All right, we'll tutor our kid or have our kid become a politics student because I like what you can get out of politics: hero, orator, judge, scholar, and diplomat. I really, really love scholar, especially orator. Scholar for just making super citizens, super characters, and order because it's so many orders if your families are happy. Kill 20 military units, and that will make Hittite paganism the thing I'm converting everyone away from. I'll just take the XP. I don't really want ambition. I'm not going to easily fulfill. We can get some wisdom. Sure, seems good. And now we can marry another wife. This will make the trader family happy. We can get 840 training for it, but it makes our current wife jealous, which is not great. Or we can make our current wife endeared, which will make her very, very happy with us. So I think we're okay with this. She's 24 though, so maybe she could give us some more kids. Our current wife is 43. Let's see how badly it will. So it takes her from 190 to 150. That's not bad, and gives us 40 opinion with the trader family, which is good, and gives us a new young wife, which is also good. And here we can resolve the event nicely because we are charming. So that's cool. We now have another wife and potentially can have more kids, which is great because we only have one direct heir. Okay, so we finished this here, and we can build some monasteries, which are always great. Right, so first let's look at cities. Maybe we build Axeman here because we're going to want to upgrade to cohorts. Axeman here because I just do not have the resources at all for my unique unit at all. We can just build Axeman here. Though trireme is also an option. Maybe we do build a trireme somewhere. Here is probably going to be the fastest trireme. Yeah, let's build this trireme route so we can get that coastal movement up and running here somewhere. This worker, we can go build this palace, which will, that's the ministry. Okay, get some more civics. This worker, we have the ranges up and running. We can definitely build this food here. We are Hittites, so we can just chop this with any unit. Forgot about that. Grab that. This will eventually become a grove as well. We have another warrior here, so we did our border expansion here. Grab this grove because we need food very, very badly right now. And I think I want to build okay on iron. Got this range. Oh, I really can't afford anything. Don't I have some dudes ready to chop things? Maybe chop that. Move this guy off here. Do a little circle of chopping. Build another range here. And we have a grove here. I don't think we have anything north. We can build a monastery here, but what's the point? Maybe pull it down here and build a monastery here. Again, we're short wood, so cut some trees here. Cut some trees here. That puts us exactly 60. We will buy an order because we're flooded with orders right now. And get that started there. We're flooded with training right now, which will convert into orders for us. Halab can build an axeman, I guess. And this one can also build an axe. Right. End this turn. Skip the animations. Nothing really interesting happening because we have stopped a war against Assyria. Rome is attacking the victory. Problem is that Rome and Egypt are in a national alliance, and I don't think we can take both of them. Egypt is weaker, but Rome is still stronger. All right, our caravan arrived. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. One of our governors died. Boo. One of our governors can gain courage. Courage is always great for a little bit more training, especially for producing units in that city. We are now legendary in our capital. Awesome. It's 2 science. There's 1 training. This is 25 training as a city. So let's actually take this science, I think. 10% science is a little better. I always like civics here. Although, yeah, I think I still want civics, but I'm overflowing civics right now. Oh, well, there's no governors we can assign. She's governor of some other city that does not have as much training as this one does. I think we pull her over here. Build a Circus Maximus, not happening. None of these are happening. All right, we finally have our worker ready. I definitely want this food. Okay, I'm also going to start another worker here. I think I want to improve the other food, improve the gems, get some mines up and running, all sorts of good things. All right, finished here. I want to actually send this guy back up. So I think there's some lumber mills I want to improve. Why is he not moving up? Right. Actually, let's move the other one up because it's closer. This guy finished the amphitheater. I think this one, we can actually build a lumber mill here. Oh, except for I chopped those trees. Like, that's unfortunate. All right, well, we can sit there until the trees grow back. All right, this one, trader. We can maybe get some quarries up and running. Really need stone. Need everything. Food, stone. Here's a nice little food spot. So let's grab that. Maybe another X-Men here. Like I'm overproducing units at this point. I'm still weaker than Rome. Similar to Assyria though, so that's pretty cool. We could get 1 gems. Can't really hurt doing gems for 1 year. And then if you notice, this actually will, when I select this, you see the border expansion shows here as well. Yeah, no, good point. Yeah, the voice, when I try to talk during the AI turn, I think because the game takes all the processing for the AI turn, it cuts out some of my audio. I'll do slow AI, which hopefully will fix that so it doesn't cut out. So thanks for pointing that out. Definitely want to get this onager down here because I definitely want to demonstrate how onagers work. We're going to do silly things here where we swap units around just to get the onager in place a little faster. And we have this worker. Another rider worker. We can build a hamlet here, which will grab city borders, which is always great to do. So let's do that. We'll grab us these goats. All right, so Rome is completely dominating that front. That's cool. Cohorts is 5 years away, which is all cool. We are converting people, which is great. I think we're still moving warriors over, right? Yeah. I want to get these warriors over here so that we can upgrade them into swordsmen and have a great day. This warrior needs to keep moving down. So does this warrior. So this warrior can't quite reach. So we can reach here. This warrior can go here. Oh, no, overlaps with something. This warrior needs to move one more tile. These warriors are cool. This warrior can maybe get to the shore here. This warrior can go in there. X-Men can move over here as well. All right, and that exhausts our orders. All right, let's see now. Hopefully the voice does not interrupt during the AI turn, since I've turned on slow AI. So we'll see whether that helps. Let me know if the voice cuts in and out or not. I'll try to talk about that I am sitting on a lot of gold. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully the voice is smooth with slow AI. It's making the turn take a little bit longer, I think. But at least this way I can talk when it's not my turn without getting cut out. So is better. Hopefully so. All right. So, all right, we've converted. Our ambassador has died in office, which is unfortunate. Definitely need to fix that because Egypt, in particular, is dependent upon our ambassador. So we can replace. I guess we'll replace this diplomat as governor here. I guess I won't assign a governor there right now, mostly because I want to keep Egypt and Rome happy. Okay. So we converted our ambassador, which is great. Everyone is Zoroastrianism except for our son, still being tutored, and I don't think I can convert him. He needs to be 18. And our wife actually needs to be converted as well. So let's do that. Metusa can keep, made the minor. Can maybe make a master officer here. Ganesh really needs a governor of some variety, or no, needs production, sorry, not a governor. Ganesh can build, he can build an apprentice officer in 2 years. Oops. 3 years. So, Tower of Silence, we will make Zoroastrianism happier with us. Always good. They are our key religion. We don't care about the general. We already changed the ambassador. This governor will give us 8 more growth, new mounted units, or some charisma. This is Hattusa. Don't really care about growth in this city. Not going to be building mounted units though either. So I guess we'll take the slight civics bonus. and we will keep upgrading food because we need food so badly. Any other farm spots here, I guess? Is there anyone governor-wise I can assign that gives me food? Our ambassador, we just assigned, so I don't want to assign him. We definitely like to improve these horses, so I can build horse units here. You can chop some trees. Some horse units. I think I want to grab some food. You can also chop some trees. Here we were headed towards this grove. Continual theme here. Everyone's chopping trees. And here I'm waiting for these trees to come back so that I can build a lumber mill. In the meanwhile, I guess I can build an Odeon somewhere around here. Nope, that's a lumber mill. Can't build there. Would like to build a lumber mill or build an Odeon. Maybe here. Push out borders a little bit that way. Okay, those are all those moves. Rome is just crushing Assyria. Egypt is invading Assyria. Everyone's invading Assyria. Maybe we should invade Assyria too. So what's the trade-off to accept foreign religion? Do you lose the bonus choices to get opinion voice both inside and outside? There really isn't a trade-off to accepting foreign religion, apart from the fact if you go to war with them, you will get a massive modifier that is you're at war with Christian nations and tribes. And if you have that religion in a lot of your cities, or a lot of your families have converted to your religion, that can make it very, very difficult. So right now I have plus 90 from Zoroastrianism because I've been sucking up to them pretty badly because they are the religion of my two, of Rome and Egypt, the two nations I've been butting up to all game. And here, if you look at a family that follows a religion, you'll see that that plus 90 translates directly into the family's opinion. So our religion's opinion of you, plus 90 because there's Zoroastrianism. So if this family had converted to Christianity and I was trying to declare war on Christianity, that plus 90 would be minus 140, which is like a 250 point swing in the religion's happiness, or 230 point swing in the religion's happiness. So that's a lot. So I think that religion really flows into opinion. You can think of it as family opinion is influenced by religion opinion, and then so. But there isn't a particular downside, and the AI will usually spend its civics adding these theologies to the religion. So the downside of having a foreign religion is you don't get to pick the theologies. The upside is you don't have to spend civics picking the theologies. Theologies are not that consequential. It can be nice to have your own theologies, but I honestly would prefer dualism here over Gnosticism, but it's not the end of the world. And the diplomatic sense of having an alliance with, or having similar religion with Egypt and Rome, basically means Rome is never going to attack me right now, which, I mean, Rome is 9 points away from winning the game, which is its own problem for me right now, but at least I don't have Roman legions breathing down my throat. So Egypt and Persia are weaker. I can't really attack Egypt right now because they are in a national alliance with Rome because of a shared religion. So I'm going to try to attack into Persia. But really no downside to having a foreign religion, with the caveat that you don't want to go to war with someone who shares, especially someone who is the head of the religion that you have, because that can make it pretty tricky. Okay, so we're moving over here. We have cohorts in 4 turns. So as soon as we get cohorts, we are going to go in on Assyria, upgrade all these warriors. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be great. So let's go find all our warriors. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, all vaguely. This one can move up a little bit more, maybe. Still within borders. All right, we'll grab our onager as well. Show off onager combat. Trireme is done next turn as well. And then we have, yeah, this warrior can cross the water. Maybe cross the water the other way. Here. So, all right. So ending turn, left clicking to skip animations. And now with slow AI on, it will actually let me talk without interruption. So it's a Syria's turn. Syria is really kind of getting blasted by the combination of Rome and Egypt. So bribing both Rome and Egypt into the war, very good, has pushed back Assyria and should let me try to take some cities here in the south as well once I upgrade to Swordsword, which I want to do as soon as I get cohorts. I also realize this flashing gems sign. I probably should send gems to some cities here. So cool. I am the great, the best cognomen. I stole research. Amazing. Tutories event. Okay, we will look at the tutor event in a second. First, we will send some luxuries to this family. It's easy to forget. Right. Next, we will continue stealing research from our friends in Assyria. We will pacify the trader seat. Although realistically, given that riders are not very happy with us right now, we should honestly be pacifying the something in the rider family. I think our best signed city remains Bisna, so let's keep pacifying that down there. Because rider opinion, so pacifying, so each point of discontent gives you minus 20, so they have 11 discontent across all their, 22 discontent across all their cities in total. So that's going up to 440 discontent. So if you look by family, you see our 4 rider cities have discontent level 9, 6, 5, and 2. 9 and 2 is 11, 6 and 5 is 11, so 22 in total. 22 times 20 is 440, and it's negative there. So you see that minus 440 discontent. And then it's minus 10 for each luxury that they like that they're missing. So that's where we get that minus 80. And this guy is unhappy because he is pagan himself. I think he just became head of that religion. So once we will want to convert him next turn as well. We have finished our tutoring our kid. All right, so our kid could become timid and gain a wisdom, or foolish, which is kind of bad, and gain a courage. Kind of take the timid. Not great, but what can you do? Not really feeling any of these ambitions. So here, let's think. Our unique unit lets us build 8 strength. So what we just got cohorts. Where do we want to go next? Realistically, we want to eat Assyria and then eat. I mean, Rome is done in 7 turns, and I cannot attack Rome. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I think we're not going to win the game at this point. So Rome is just too strong, and I cannot go to war with Rome. Our cousin, our spy master, we can take the family opinion can't hurt. Right, and we got this there. Research-wise, we could go stirrups. I'm always a fan of stirrups. I don't think we need the boats. So we'll just take stirrups, I guess. I don't think we're going to go all the way to Barding. So we can grab a half order here. This worker just finished. Could build a palace. Could also build 9 food. Let's do 9 food. Here, again, just trying to find food on the map. We can build farm here. Pastures give you a bonus to food. Yeah, no worries. You can reverse. Is it possible to reverse discontent later down the line? You can. So I haven't done a particularly great job of this, and I could go doctrine to reduce it. But you'll see in my capital it's down to just 7 turn, and then you can use the pacify city mission to reduce it by an entire level. The entire level essentially means that bar goes down an entire level. So discontent slowly goes up. The levels are also slower, so it's actually, you want to theoretically remove the discontent on your highest discontent city because that's the bar that has the most discontent built up. I wouldn't worry too much about discontent when you're starting out. The primary thing it does really is make your family unhappy, and you have ways to deal with that, as by sending them luxuries, by pacifying cities, by appointing their family members as governor. There are ways, so to speak. So, all right, we should also remember to tutor our kid because it is way too easy to forget to do that. And here we finished our trireme. Hurrah! And let's start an apprentice officer. And let's get this trireme all the way over here, because we will want to we can, I guess, give it a fatigue limit point, which lets us move it a little bit further. That's cool. And this disciple can go build a monastery somewhere to get us a bunch of science. Maybe here. I think that's where we want the palace, right? So we can build a monastery here. Let me just chop some trees with this dude. Now we can build a monastery here. Try and build it next to the grove because it really buffs the grove. I'm trying to fix my food situation because it's pretty rough right now. Yeah, lessons learned from this game: don't mismanage your food situation. Don't mismanage your resources this badly. All right, we have 5 orders left. We're going to just keep moving warriors down a little bit. Definitely want to move this onager in as well. And maybe we can move one more warrior a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Let's try and also come kill this boat. We're converting our wife right now. We'll click again to skip animations. Our younger wife is unfortunately not with child, but that's okay. Questions are again welcome at any time. So Syria fighting back here against Egypt, but I think Egypt is going to win. And Assyria fighting back against Rome, but I think Rome is going to win. Rome is also very, very close to winning the game entirely. 7 points away from just winning a victory. I have turned off ambition victory as well. I just finished that ambition. Foreign agent Sarissa has damaged the city's defenses. Well, that's annoying. Converted my wife to my religion, so now entire family is that religion. Let's go convert this dude to our state religion just to make him happier. And eventually we'll convert these guys. All right, so mediator. Our kid has the choice of giving us 290 civics. We have a lot of civics. We should probably be rushing things. Or we can give him discipline. Let's give him some discipline. Discipline's always nice. And a ruler, it's a lot of gold. Here, I think I want to get a quarry up and running. I am so starved for resources. Here we can get a monastery up and running. We're just going to chop some trees. Building it next to this grove. City doesn't have Zoroastrianism. Unfortunate. We'll move next door. Build it there. Here we're going to get more food up and running. All right, the Romans and the Assyrians are fighting. That's cool. We are going to see if we can help. Yeah, that's great. I think Assyria will run away, but that's okay. We also have this, and here's another example of border expansion. We can actually put this garrison here, buy it with tons of gold, and that will grab those whatchamacallit, deer, and move our scout in here. And in fact, all the way in here, get some vision. What's going on? Doesn't seem like a lot of Assyrian troops, which is great. We can build that stronghold here. We'll just buy the stone. And we have 2 more workers that have nothing to do. Build another officer here. We finish that officer. We can spend a bunch of gold for food, which is great. Now we can build swordsmen. Awesome. Did not realize that. So yeah, let's start a 15-turn swordsman. That sounds like a great idea. In fact, we can pop it out with some of our enormous amounts of civics. All right, so we should totally upgrade this next turn. Yeah, we don't actually have that much. All right, and then here we can also start some swordsmen. Cool. Is labor force high priority early to get roads to save orders? Do roads add to riverside movement? Yeah, so roads and rivers work together, and labor force is a pretty high priority. Not for the roads, really. Roads are nice, but really because it gets you to navigation, and navigation gives you serfdom. And serfdom now, as of this patch, gives you 5 orders a turn, which is really, really good. But yeah, roads, you can see I'm going to click this again to skip animations. If you click the roads and rivers overlay, you can see where rivers and roads go. Yellow is road, blue is river. Both are really efficient movement. You don't need to build roads if there's a river connecting. So, for example, Hattusa to Hopisna, I didn't need to build any roads because I could just follow the river. But then I needed to build a road to get to Kanesh and to connect the city here as well. So yeah, roads are great. They pay back very quickly in terms of orders saved. I probably should build a road here. I just have not had a worker free. Because you'll notice I'm sending everything over this terrain. Rome's troops with Persia. Persia wants to truce with us. You know, Persia, you have nothing left. So no, don't care. Send a gift to all nobles, or present him to an adoring public and get culture in a city that is never going to get another culture level. So I will spend most of my gold and get some family opinion with everyone. That seems like a great idea. Chancellor can get some wisdom. Gives growth in every city. Sure. Seems fine. All right. So we want to start upgrading some of this stuff. Upgrade to swordsman. Costs 200 iron. All right. Well, that's expensive. All right. We definitely need more iron, but I think we're okay here. Can actually move this guy forward a little bit with that little cute trick. Probably want to build a road out here so that all these units moving across all this terrain aren't crying in tears. See if I can find a worker anywhere nearby. This worker, ideally I would like a trader family worker, because the cool thing they do is they can build multiple roads a turn. Unfortunately, all my workers are super far away. This guy, I guess, is the closest, so let's bring him down. This guy just started, so that's fine. In fact, while we are bringing him down, why don't we have him build roads where I said he should build roads? So build a road here, and since he's a trader worker, he can build another road here. And then I'm just going to keep building roads with him. And this trader worker way over here, sure, build a quarry. Really need quarries. I really need mines. Actually, I should probably build a mine with them because I need mines badly. Annoyingly, some agent disrupted everything there, so that's annoying. Not much I can do about it. Don't want to stop my caravan to heal. I don't expect that city to get attacked, so it should be fine. It seems like I definitely need some hills and mines, so we're gonna mass build some mines right now. Probably should have foreseen this before, but you know, it's okay. We're building. We can build this gold grove. And here we can go over here and build that as soon as we cut some trees, move this guy all the way forward. Assign in general. We're gonna do great things there in a second. And here we cut some trees. And here we do not have stone at all. Very sad. Built the grove. I guess I can go mine some things because I need. So I just have completely mismanaged my economy because I do not have resources to build what I want to build at all, which sucks. So I'd like to build swordsman here. Can't really afford to do that. I can, I guess, build a master officer in the meanwhile. So, but I've learned a lot, so that's cool. And this city just finished that. And we can build another worker here. Maybe even rush it out. We're just floating so many civics that'll get the roads up and running faster. This worker can go over here. We can do silly things like this, which lets me move this all the way over there, and even swap it here. And I'm actually going to buy an order because I want to unlimber. Now I can attack that, which is really cool. All right, so next turn we're going to attack with a bunch of swordsmen and maybe start attacking that city. Get some roads up as well, which will help. We'll take fewer orders. I kind of let my civics just store up, which I should have been spending them as they store up. We'll skip the animations here. Actually, we can maybe see the animations. Yeah. So Syria is fighting here. Attacking back against Rome. It's been a while since we watched the animations, so moving around here. Desperately trying to fend off the Roman, Egyptian, and Hattusan menace that attacks their lands. Of course, they attacked us first, so I'm not feeling pretty bad about that. All right, these animations are not particularly interesting to watch. We'll just skip that. Egypt is now going to, and here I'm just skipping by clicking the left click. Speeds up the term quite a bit. We stole some research from Syria as well. All right. So our kid is interested in poison. We can take him under our wing. We can make him suspicious of us. We could let kids be kids. Or we could ask him to find other interests, which is the best of all those options. Let's do that. That seems fine. Right, I think we're going towards martial code here. I feel like I'm going to end up with barding, no matter what. Maybe we'll take the free horse archer, because I think I do actually want to go towards hydraulics. And yeah, so, all right, let's, while we're remembering, let's keep tutoring our kid. Always good. We can keep stealing keep stealing science from Assyria. We should pacify the city that has the highest unhappiness, Kanesh, because discontent stacks up. So you'll see the discontent bar here is 190 in Kanesh. In this city, it is only 150. It is 100 plus 10 times your discontent level. So by reducing one discontent level in Kanesh, we're reducing 180 discontent. By doing so here, where it's 5, we're only really reducing by 150. So we reduce 40 more discontent. So it's always worth reducing the highest discontent city you can. All right, let's look at our cities. We could build a gardener, which will get us 10 more food a year. We've kind of fixed our food problems a little bit. That's good. So I don't really think I need the gardener. I'm happy to build the apprentice officer. We finished a worker here because we rushed it out. Can finish another worker for 586. Let's do that as well. Honestly, we need those workers to. Here we can build another quarry. Here we can similarly build another quarry. We need stone. We need build another. We definitely need iron as well. This worker is our awesome super trader worker, which could do that. Build multiple runs a turn. That is the huge advantage of having a trader family. You can just have your worker build multiple roads every turn. Disadvantage here of starting all that stone is I'm going to have to buy stone to build my roads, which is pricey here. Where is my worker? Here. Okay, we're going to buy stone. Expensive. Buy stone. Expensive. Buy stone. All right, but we got lots of money. We got our caravans rolling, so we're good there. And then if I press the N button, you can see that yellow road, that other worker is going to connect there, and we're going to have some nice efficient roads to attack in the south. And here, I'm just going to be super lazy and start a mine. Cool, that is all our workers. Tucson, what are you going to build? You finished an apprentice officer. I feel like I have enough units right now. I'm going to build another officer here, and I'll buy an apprentice officer here. Because why not? I could actually buy it with my judge governor, so let's do that. Cool. So we've got. Can we upgrade to swordsman? We can, but we can't afford it. All right, so we are going to attack here. Have this guy move out a little bit. Have this guy move out. And he'll move towards a little bit. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all the moves I want to make. Just slowly push in here. And we'll show the power of swordsmen. They're just going to destroy that guy, basically. And we'll get some roads up and running here as well, so this swordsman can move in as well. We'll assign some generals. So we need more iron. This guy ran away. We forgot to assign this dude somewhere. We can do cool tricks with ladling, which will give us 1 anchor range, which we might need to do. Let's see. Anchor, I think, is 4 tile range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. About 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite enough. So yeah, going to maybe undo that last general order and spend a bunch to get that anchor range here. All right, let's end turn. Double check that we're tutoring everyone. We got another kid. Cool. All right, ending turn. We are going to begin our attack on Assyria next turn. Can we at least take out some Assyrian cities before Rome wins the game on points? Hopefully. Otherwise, this is going to be the most anticlimactic game of Old World you've ever watched. Unfortunately, yeah, Rome has just run away with the game, and we cannot catch Rome. I think I may have overbuilt. I'm not sure. Definitely, yeah, Rome is stronger than us. Everyone else is weaker. So theoretically, we should be going to war with Rome right now. Problem is, I don't know that we can, and we're kind of all set up to go to war with Assyria. But yeah, maybe the moral of the story is it's time to attack Rome. The challenge with doing that is they are literally points away from winning the game. They have a lot of units. And if really we wanted to do that, we needed to do that a bunch of turns ago. So I'm just going to yeah. Do we want to go to war with Assyria? Or do we want to try to move everything across our entire empire, which will be a lot of orders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to anchor here. Check out that amazingly huge anchor. That lets us connect units here and get a sea bridge there. It's going to be amazing. All right, here we have a road here. We do. We're going to build a road here. Cry as we buy stone. And build a road here. I'm going to relocate here. Keep pushing in here. Cry as we keep buying stone. Don't need the road past that because now it connects to the coastal movement, so you can just use coastal movement for there. Maybe we get this food when running in this pasture. Right, Rome wants to send us a mercenary Hasti, which we can take once we have some gold somewhere. Okay, we can't afford it. And it's not that great either. It's not the 8 strength one, it's the 6 strength one. So do AI wins happen on higher difficulties? Potentially. I mean, there has been rebalancing this patch with the AI difficulty levels. Specifically, AIs now get medium advantage, which is a pretty significant bonus. I used to have no problem beating the great, but with the medium advantage on AI, let's see if I can pull it up here. AI advantage, they are getting minus 10 unit consumption, 25 civics, 25 training, and 2.5 orders a year. All their cities have 2 less discontent, 20% extra science, minus 10 maintenance. Each city also gets 20 XP for new units, minus 10 improvement costs, minus 10 specialist costs, minus 10 project costs. And importantly, they are also playing not on the great, they are playing on noble difficulty. So they get more orders and they don't have discontent rise as much. That said, this game was very winnable. I completely mismanaged my opening. If you go back and watch the YouTube VOD, I was like having not fun with Danish raiders at all. So yeah, I'm going to, start a high synod mission. I'm not going to control cities. Sure, she can become governor. Right, so this is a patron city. We're just going to, we really badly need lots of resources, but we'll get some stone up and running. This one just finished here. So we'll move towards that food. And then this worker can build, looks like we expanded borders here. So we'll grab that fur, which is super important. Yeah, the road into the sea. Yeah, so the thinking is your troops always carry boats with them. So this guy can just move, if you see sort of the dot, it kind of just moves along the road and then goes to the sea. But yeah, coastal movement is by far the best in the game. And then here, maybe we build a mine. This is flat, right? No, this is the hill. No, I definitely want a mine here. I need more iron. So some mismanagement on my part. I'm going to keep building master officers. I don't need another trireme. Yeah, there's really nothing to build here. Let's just build a worker. Or maybe we'll build a disciple. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The game is pretty much over at this point. Unless I try to do like an insane war against Rome, which Rome has so many units here since I've conveniently brought them all over here. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Longbowman, 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 long. I don't see myself winning a war against Rome. And again, they're just gonna win with points. I'd much rather take an Assyrian city and declare like a moral victory or something, or taking out an Assyrian city. But yeah, I think I lost this game in the opening where I'm just gonna build another worker here. When I just had issues with Danish raiders and just did not build enough troops. I'm not used to playing on raging barbarians. And yeah, just had a really, really rough time with it. I also was mucking about with the tech tree a little bit. Was trying to play multiplayer tech-wise instead of just going directly for science. I was trying to like build without. Yeah, I should have gone directly for Spy Master as quickly as possible. It's a huge, huge, huge amount of science to be able to run that. So yeah, the steel research, it's basically at one point doubled. Now my science has gotten a little better. All right, Assyria is actually attacking me here. Let's see what they do. Are they going to be able to kill a unit? That would be really unfortunate. I'm in the trees. I'm feeling pretty safe. That is also an 8 strength unit. Is Axeman. Yeah, still feeling pretty safe. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to skip the rest of the animations. Might have to retreat and heal with that unit. But we'll see. It was merely bait, Assyria. It was bait. All right. Okay, we have lost the game. That ended sooner than I thought. Rome has won on points. They just are producing a ton of culture. So you can watch the game here and see. Toggle the fog. Go back to the beginning and play. Go pull it back all the way to the beginning. And so we found it here, which is really an awkward starting position because we're in the middle of everything. This is Seaside, so we have waters on 2 sides here. We found it with a scholar leader, I believe. Right? Yep. A scholar, and can play by advancing by year. You sort of see Syria. So city. So each nation gets up to, I think, 2 to pause a second here. Syria has a bunch of cities to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like Persia start with 2. Rome start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Egypt start with 2, and we start with 1. So we're starting behind. That's kind of the premise of single player old world. We really had issues with Danish raiders. Map-wise here, we also potentially should have considered attacking Egypt first instead of sucking up to them. I don't know. Yeah. I think I may have been a little too cautious with them. Like, had we taken over Egypt, they would have never allied with Rome, and then we would have been potentially in a position to attack. I mean, you can definitely replay this game multiple ways. But I really think the early turns, if I go back and rewatch Egypt settled, that really close site there. If I go back and watch the early turns, just struggling with Danish raiders, probably should have founded patrons as the capital. Traders was an interesting choice that probably was not a good idea. Gave us a lot of gold. But yeah, so the unique unit, we never really had the wood economy to support constructing it en masse. The Assyrian War also threw us off quite a bit. We didn't expect Assyria to attack us, and we were not ready for them. I wanted to settle some more. So, on the whole, though, a fun game. Learned a lot playing it. Definitely, we'll do things differently if I do another single player game. And we came in third on the point total, and I think had the game gone a bit longer, had the point total, had the scores been a little higher, we would have potentially eliminated Assyria. We just ran out of time. Needed to make a move earlier than we did. So, yeah. We also foolishly sent a caravan towards Assyria that got killed by the Numidians there. And we're on 4 cities here for a really long time. This is 55. We needed to be settling more aggressively. Again, the problem there can be completely down to did not build enough units early on to deal with the Danes, did not build enough mines to fuel those early warriors to build those units to deal with the Danes. And I think we got like axemen super duper late. So we were like fighting warriors against 5 strength Danish units. Raging Barbarians is no joke. It's super, super significant. And yeah, so I think the moral of the story is just build a ton of units early on and build the economy to support the unit that you're going to be building a lot of. I think I was just really starved for iron. But I mean, I think hit the stride in the mid game. I really liked sort of this expansion path here. What we did with the Byreme, some cool things with coastal movement, and felt like we were about ready to really rush Assyria with that upgraded swordsman. Just needed to get towards Spymaster and Metaphysics to steal research a little earlier in single player. I think the difference between single player and multiplayer is you still kind of control when the AI attacks you. We didn't do a good job controlling when Assyria attacked us, but in general, like you can afford to prioritize tech early because you can keep the AI at bay a little better. So here we see the Romans just sort of settled really aggressively. Oh, another stupid thing we did. We didn't scout north. This would have been an amazing rider seat. We didn't scout it until like way too late into the game. Again, because we were dealing with a bazillion Raging Barbarians because we didn't have enough units and it was just ugly. So yeah. Definitely if we replayed this map, I think we can take it to victory. But yeah, it was a super enjoyable game, even with the loss. And some memorable things like this king here was 100% Danish because we adopted him because we didn't have any kids, which also was a little unfortunate, but makes for a great story that Hattusa are actually Danes that sort of interbred with them. And I don't know whether calling Rome into the war with Persia was a good idea because it actually just fed the Romans and attacked them. And Persia was not really a threat. I don't think they ever sent any units my way, and just I asked Rome to declare war on them, which kind of handed Rome the game because it ate all the delicious Persian cities, which already had their culture upgrades and a lot of units, and basically gave Rome a lot of points. I should have not done that. I was just so freaked out by Assyria that yeah. All right, so that's the animation of the game and the point totals. Let's take a look at some graphs here. So we are the poorest of the nations, which is not surprising. Total population, pretty far behind. Specialist-wise, pretty far behind. The AI just builds a lot of stuff because they get some production bonuses. Not production bonuses, but like they're playing on a lower difficulty level. We had 21 workers, which is probably too many, honestly. The AI had 51. We produced 51 military units. Syria had 104. We lost only 15, so we played pretty well. Killed third out of those 15 that we lost, so 81 to 15. That's pretty good. Cleared 9 camps, adopted 7 laws, discovered 37 techs. 4th place, had the 4th longest reign. Explored 0 ruins because there were no ruins on this map either. I think ruins actually are kind of nice in single player because the AI usually does not go for them. And it gives you a pretty interesting boost, but I was playing with some interesting settings here. Improvements in 4th place, but not by far. And wonders control, we had 2. So military score. You can see our military is taking off by the end. So we're the light blue line here. And Rome is just terrifying, okay? Like, holy crap. Like, Rome, this is when they go to war with Persia, and they just burp Persia, and Persia goes blip. And then we've managed to pull them into the Assyrian war, and you see what happens with Assyria. So, yeah, we need to invest much more in military. Like, look at how low our military curve is early. We needed to build more military to deal with those troops. Territory owned, similarly. Resource prices, yeah, okay. What is it, 20 gold each by the end of the game? It was a little scarce on this map. We don't have good wood income at all. And you can see Rome just zoom ahead here, victory point wise. Yeah. We look at the stats. Looks at growth, growth production, pretty fine. Civics, I thought we were doing a great job on civics. You can definitely see, like, I think when we adopted legal code, there's this huge spike. Training wise, caught up a bit. Rome and Assyria by far on top. Culture, Rome is just dominating. We slowly got up on culture, but not very much. Discontent wise, we are producing discontent more than anyone else. I mean, this is the challenge of the great difficulty level. You don't want to be producing discontent. Rome is actually decreasing discontent. We'll take a look at the Roman cities here in a second, I think. Science, 1,000 science from Rome. Yeah, I think Rome is just terrifying. So the big change that they made is that AI gets this AI advantage now on the great. They didn't before. And plus 20% science is actually significant when you have low discontent. And even with plus 20% science, city science is now much better. There's also playing with competitive modes. Characters had less impact to science. So that combined together, I think, to really make Rome shine here. So some interesting city settings, and I might want to try. Yeah, so 1,000 science, yeah. I think all their cities are at 0 discontent. Money-wise, order-wise, we never really had a great order economy. Rome had about 100. Food-wise, you see, finally we fixed our food problem. We were doing well here, and then we kind of forgot about building farms. And then when we started building farms, we were fine food-wise, but like the economy was just completely mismanaged by me. Here, iron-wise, needed to build a little more iron. Stone, never had a great stone economy. And wood, just terrible wood economy, which is not good because I wanted to build ranges, and my unique unit takes wood as well. To produce. Rome, pretty good. All right, I think we will get access to Roman cities in this defeated state. Maybe. Show me how this game passed. Show history. Show me how this game passed. I guess I don't get to peek into AI cities like you can in multiplayer cities. But you'll see all the Roman cities here have zero discontent. So this is how they did it. So they're only playing on the good, not the noble. Sorry. So they're playing on this level. AI starts with just more stuff and has only 9 discontent a year instead of 14. So they're already better off there. They are getting some from angry religion and an upset governor. Then connected. They had an event that gave them medium. They sent a luxury to the city, which is another way you can reduce discontent. They have the tolerance law, which gives you -2 discontent per non-state religion in the city. They have calligraphy, which is a law that gives you -2 discontent per year per elder specialist. They have monetary reform, which gives you -2 discontent per year and no discontent from hurrying. They have friendly religion, which gives you -2 discontent. They have an event called luxurious delights that gives them -1. They have their state religion, which also gives them -1. A master priest, which gives them 1.5. Enlightenment, which is -2 per year from elder monks. So they built that. And they have a defending family unit, which gives them -3. And their spy master also reduces discontent. So Rome is going down discontent-wise by 9. So yeah, the reason they have so much science is 52 science just from Rome, all those specialists, and then 20% extra from the medium and 20% for the library. But realistically, the discontent is what's causing that science to. They just do not have any discontent in their cities. 0, 0, 0 all around. Egypt, in contrast, does have some discontent. I don't have an agent in Egypt. I can apply 1. Probably should have kept an agent there because that's a lot of science. So they are still reducing their discontent, but they haven't reduced it as much. So yeah, that's how you get to 1,000 science. So cool. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I'm going to call it a night here. I guess this will be a 3-parter on YouTube. Lost on turn 114. But pretty good game. Definitely learned a bunch of tricks for a single player for next time. The main takeaway is when you're playing on the Great, you need to build a lot of units early to deal with those raging barbarians and tribes. Otherwise, it will completely gum up your entire game. Once I got them under control, I felt like I could expand quickly and really build out what I wanted. The other, I think, lesson is just think about what units you want to be building. I really wanted to be building my unique unit, which takes wood and food, but I didn't really have the economy to support it. 31 wood a turn, not great. Needed to build more lumber mills or do something. I think I improved almost every river lumber tile, but it wasn't enough. I probably should have somehow bought these tiles because they would have been another 50 or so wood. But yeah, needed more wood. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the great questions. Have a great night and take care.